Hi, I'm Mayor Mike Walsh, and I'd like to welcome you to the Mayor's Corner. This is a program where we provide viewers with information about city government, pertinent issues, and things that may be of interest within our community. I will be interviewing individuals in an effort to give a first-hand perspective of concepts, ideas, and involvements of a particular subject. The topic for this episode is Celebrate De Pere, and my guests are Brenda, President of Celebrate De Pere, and Kevin Bauer, a member of the Celebrate De Pere Board of Directors. Welcome, Brenda and Kevin. Thanks for joining me today.
Morning.
Thank you.
Good. Brenda, what is Celebrate's mission?
First and foremost, our mission is to honor our veterans. The veterans are the reason that Celebrate De Pere actually puts this event on. And secondly, it would be to raise funds for some nonprofit organizations in the De Pere area.
Kevin, can you explain who the Celebrate Committee is?
It's a group of very, very dedicated volunteers. There's about 26 of us that serve on the committee, along with 7 board members. And it's an all-volunteer organization. Nobody takes a dime out of the profits. Nobody gets paid to do anything. We all just give up our time to hold a great event and raise a lot of money.
Good. Out of curiosity, since the Celebrate Committee has taken over, how much monies have been raised and donated over the past 7 years, Brenda?
Over the past 7 years, it's close to, I believe it's $767,000. And actually, since Celebrate has started, it's over $2 million that go back out to the community.
That's phenomenal, and almost all of that goes back out to the community, correct?
That's correct. We keep a little bit to start the following year, and the rest goes back out to the community for all the different organizations.
That's just a terrific fundraiser for the entire city, and allows different organizations to be able to do the things that they actually do to not only help the community, but help the groups that they serve.
Correct. A lot of them do scholarships with them.
Kevin, what's new this year at Celebrate?
Well, one of the biggest things is we have a national act coming in on Monday, as well as the 2 prior days. Saturday night we have the Romantics coming in to share some of their Detroit sound. Sunday we're going to have Lone Star as our major country act, and then Monday we're going to have Lee Greenwood following the parade and the veterans ceremony. So it should be a very patriotic type of an event that day, as well as a flyover with a B-25 bomber called the Miss Mitchell that's coming to us out of Minnesota, brought to us by Jet Air here in Green Bay. So.
Well, that's something that's been missing over the last couple of years. I know the government has kind of cut back on some of their flyovers. So
we were very close to having one a couple of years ago. We had all of the approvals in place, and then the big budget sequester hit, and they shut all of them down. So I had pilots on the phone ready to come fly to De Pere, and the government said, no, we're not going to do those anymore. So this was a big win for us to be able to do this and to celebrate our 25-year anniversary in a big way.
That's really a good thing to bring back as far as for celebrating our veterans.
Yeah, and it's really cool that it's such a historic kind of a plane that flew in World War II, and it should be pretty awe-inspiring.
For those people who don't really remember who the Romantics are, do you have any songs that people might be able to identify with?
Do you really want me to sing right here on the Mayor's Corner?
No, that's okay. No. Just name the songs would be good.
Their biggest hit was a song called What I Like About You. And there was also another #1 song called Talking in Your Sleep that they did during the 80s.
For me, I can remember all those. Is Lee Greenwood going to be singing during the veterans ceremony? Because he's got that, of course, famous song that we utilize during our veterans ceremony.
Yeah, we've been playing a recording of it for years. So currently the plan is that he will sing it live this year in place of where we used to play the CD.
That'll be great. Wow. Brenda, how does Celebrate De Pere help the community?
It helps the community, like we said, by having the nonprofit organizations be able to raise the funds that they need to do different things within the community. But it also brings in approximately 30,000 people during that weekend to the city of De Pere, which allows our local people, our local businesses, to be able to see a lot more people coming through De Pere than is normal.
I know well, I bring it up when I go to state organizations that we have Celebrate De Pere and that we bring 30 to 40,000 people in a weekend, and it's just, they can't believe that a community is able to do that sort of thing. So you're really serving not only the ability to give money back to the community, but bring awareness to the community also.
We are, and hopefully this year it's bigger and better, because not only are we celebrating our 25th, but the city of De Pere is celebrating their 125th.
That's right. Celebrate started as the 100th anniversary of the city, and it's great that you've been able to go 25 years, and hopefully it continues for at least another 25 years.
Hopefully.
With Celebrate De Pere on Memorial Day weekend, is there any special recognition given to veterans? I know you've already said some of the things. Could you elaborate a little bit on that?
The veterans do not pay to get in the park the entire weekend. As long as they bring some form of identification at the front gate, they are allowed into the park the entire weekend. We are working with the flyover people to get a few veterans to actually be in that plane when it flies over this year. So that's something that we're working hard on right now. It's their weekend. The parade, everything that we do is for them. So whatever we can do for them, we're more than willing to do.
About what time is the Veterans Ceremony? It's on Monday, correct?
It's on Monday. It's normally approximately between 12:15 and 12:30. By the time the parade gets done, we get all the veterans down there, all the people off the streets down there. It normally starts about 12:15, 12:30.
Kevin, are there any things that the people need to be aware of when they come down to the park?
Well, if they plan on engaging in any of the adult beverages that might be served, we do recommend or demand, I guess you could say, that they bring their identification with them. We won't be able to serve anyone without an ID.
Is there anything that they can't bring into the park?
They can bring purses or diaper bags, but no backpacks. No carry-ins are allowed. Firearms, of course, are not allowed in the park, or weapons of any kind.
What about strollers or lawn chairs?
Strollers, lawn chairs, blankets are okay. Yep.
So the Celebrate De Pere is a family-friendly event. Is there anything that's offered for the kids down there?
Well, we have the Festival of Foods children's area, which offers kind of magicians and all kinds of cool kids entertainment. Of course, there's the carnival rides. We have the kids fishing tournament Sunday morning, sponsored by Piggly Wiggly. It really is a great family event. There's all kinds of things going on. The car show is happening on Saturday, or on Sunday, excuse me. The Redneck Regatta is always very entertaining. That happens on Saturday. That's our cardboard boat race, where people build boats out of cardboard and duct tape and float them on the river, and it's a race to see who can complete our course in the fastest time, or at least not sink. So a lot of great entertainment, in addition to 20 bands on 2 stages this year. So we expect it to be a great time. Bring the kids and the family down and enjoy some good food and some beautiful weather, hopefully.
Do you have any contest for anyone's ability to be able to get the sunken boats out of the water?
No, but that would be a good volunteer recruitment process. We can see if someone's better able to haul the wet cardboard out than I am. So,
I understand on Monday after the parade, you have like a special entrance fee.
Yeah, as soon as the parade is over, anyone can come down to the park with a voluntary monetary donation. We don't have a specific admission price, but any donations that they make go right back out to our charities.
What other events are you going to have down there that people might be interested in?
Well, we've also got our marketplace, which is our commercial vendors that come in. We're expecting around 100 of those to be out there this year. Of course, our fireworks on Sunday night that lead right into our National Country Act. So should be a lot of fun and a lot of good entertainment.
Brenda, do you know, or can you give us any idea what the start times might be for the national acts and the fireworks?
National acts on both nights should be between 9:15 and 9:30. Probably Sunday night is going to run a little bit later for the national act because our fireworks normally start at 9:20 and go about 20 minutes. So it'll be about 9:45 when that national act starts.
And how long do they last for?
They're about an hour to an hour and a half.
I know sponsors are a big part of your event. Can you give us an idea who they might be?
Some of our sponsors, our main sponsor is Community First. City of De Pere helps us out. The Associated Bank, Cellcom, Festival Foods. Keep going, Kevin.
Bay Area Granite and Marble. De Pere Auto puts on the car show. You mentioned Festival.
Piggly Wiggly.
Piggly Wiggly.
DMI Studios, Tender Heart, Assisted Living, Cumulus Communications, Angel's Touch, Advanced Disposal, Habish and Rotier, and Schneider Community Foundation.
The last couple of years, Kevin, you've had Trolley Service. Is that going to be another service you're going to offer?
Absolutely. We will have trolley stops at Buddha Still, the Replay, Sidekicks, and Plank Road on the west side. And also on the east side, we will have, it will stop at Chicago Street and the Greystone. So that should alleviate some of our parking concerns. We've doubled the capacity of the buses this year, so we're hoping that the route can be completed more quickly and serve more people, so that you know, they can park at one of those sponsored establishments and maybe stop in there, have something to eat or drink on their way in and on their way out, and not have to worry about the congested parking downtown.
Will there be a number of different trolleys so that people aren't waiting? Because I know you get really busy, of course, after
They do, and that's why we switched to a different style of bus. They're just a regular school bus this year, not the trolley type buses. So they're bigger, and we've got 2 of them on each side of the river this year, which is double what we had. So it should be about 3 times the capacity that we had last year, when all is said and done.
And what times do those run?
They'll run actually from about 4:30 till 12:30 at night, and they'll run on a continuous loop.
Kevin, I know your organization is made up of volunteers and different people who are willing to help you down at the park and elsewhere, actually. Could you kind of give us a little background as to who those volunteers might be and what they do for you?
Yeah, well, in addition to the committee of 25 to 30 people that work pretty much year-round on getting the thing going, we have volunteers that come out the day of the event, help out in different areas. They'll run our information booth. Obviously, the nonprofit groups bring their volunteers down to work their tents. So we're always looking for people to help us out with different things. There's the setup and the takedown and the cleanup of the park when we're done, a lot of those different things. So anyone that's interested in volunteering, there's a specific link on our website that you can submit your information, and we can talk about what you'd like to do, how you'd like to help out, if you'd like to be a part of the committee, if you're interested in serving on the board of directors. We'd be glad to bring you in. This year, for our 25th anniversary, we're actually inviting any of the volunteers that have worked in the past to come on down to the park. That includes our former board, our former committee members. Come on down on us, and we'll bring you into our VIP area, and we'll have a good time and say thank you one more time to all of those people that have helped us out for so many years and put in so many hours and so much dedicated effort.
You know, I think it's really great that first of all, that Celebrate has survived this long, but you know, to be able to have the input from the community, as you said, you have alumni out there, but not only people from the past, but how you've had the turnover and kept the fresh ideas coming forward. You know, I think a big debt is also owed to the people who started this back in 1990, and I think it's really great that you're trying to honor them in some way, and I hope it works out.
Well, I think the biggest honor is just being able to continue with the event. You know, for it to have continued for 25 years is really a tribute to them and their foresight in getting it started. So we're just carrying the torch. We're just carrying that mantle forward, and I think it honors those that came before us that were able to continue it.
So Brenda, if people would like to find out exactly what's happening in the times for Memorial Day weekend, can you tell us where they can go to get that information?
Sure, they can go to our website. It's www.celebratedepere.com. It has everything that's going on the entire weekend, specific times for bands, for the Redneck Regatta, approximate time for fireworks. And if they have any questions, our number is located there, and they can give us a call on our cell phone, and we'll be able to answer any questions for them.
Is that cell phone, are those cell phones listed on the website too? Or?
Cell phone is listed on the website. It's one cell phone. It goes to that person, and one of us gets back to you.
Okay. Well, we're just about out of time. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
I just want to it's our 25th year, I want to put a special thank you out to the committee. They've worked hard all year long, and this year is going to be fun. We hope the community comes down and enjoys themselves at our Fun Family Festival and honors our veterans. Walk up to a veteran and shake his hand and say thank you.
Well, thank you, Brenda and Kevin, for taking time to provide our viewers with information about Celebrate De Pere. This concludes another episode of the Mayor's Corner. Thank you for watching, and until next time, I'm Mayor Mike Walsh.